Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiffany and I'm so glad that you're here. Today is a typical work from home day. I do have a therapy appointment at 10 that I have to go to. I do that every other week. It is very helpful and beneficial to my health. I've been going to therapy for probably about 4 years. No, probably 5 years. Yeah, it's been 5 years because it was right before COVID hit the US that I was going to therapy already. And I remember so vividly because back then I had like super bad anxiety and just really draining anxiety. And so I remember being like panicking because we were all having to isolate. We couldn't work in an office. We couldn't go out to the grocery store. Like if you remember 2020, you remember very vividly and how scary it was for a lot of people. And so I remember in therapy, I couldn't go to her office to talk to her. So we had to do virtual meetings and I was not a fan. Some people like virtual, but for me, I have to be in front of somebody because when I'm on a computer and I'm talking back and forth, it just to me is so much more difficult to like get your emotions out. It feels awkward to me. I like to go to therapy in person. So yeah, so as I said, I work from home. I've been working from home for about 5 years now. I've been with my company for about 6 years, and whenever COVID hit, we had to leave, our office and go home. And it was supposed to only be temporary, but the office that I worked in, it actually was closed. So I didn't have anywhere to go. So they just told me to stay home. I think back then, what a lot of companies realize is that their employees can be just as productive, if not more productive, in my opinion, working from home versus having to go into the office. I would say there's benefits to working from home and also a downside to working from home. The downside is isolation because you're not in an office, you don't work with people, and so you work from home and there's no one that you can just turn around and talk to and tell about your day, or how I like to be going to an office and like you chat with your coworkers and stuff. There's no chatting in person going on. Now I have a Teams chat that goes on with a few of my coworkers, and so we will we go back and forth about things and we joke about things, but it's just not the same. I mean, if you're a person that enjoys social interaction, working from home is gonna probably affect you in a negative way because it's just not the same as working with people because you are isolated. The other downside of working from home is you tend to work longer hours. I'm usually on my computer between 6:30 and 7 in the morning. So a typical 8-hour day would be 3:30 to 4, but sometimes it doesn't work that way. Like if I've already gotten off for the day and I'm sitting on the couch and I'm watching TV and I see an email come through, most of the time I'll jump up and go back into my office. And so that's a downside. However, it's also a personal preference. Like my company's not making me do that at all. I just want to take care of my customers and make sure that everybody is happy. And so, yeah, that is a downside too. If you are a procrastinator, which I am not whenever it comes to work, I am when it comes to household chores. But if you are a procrastinator, then working from home may also have that downside because you don't have someone that, hands you a project and then, your boss is in the office with you. So you know that you've got to do this right now. That's a downside too, because if you are a procrastinator, working from home may not be the right choice for you. Now, talked about the downsides, but the upside to working from home is the flexibility. You can often schedule your breaks. You can take time to yourself. If you feel yourself feeling stressed or whatever, you can just 5 to 10 minutes, you take a break and you go decompress somewhere and then you come back to it. It is easier to balance your personal responsibilities with your work. if I do need to get out. For instance, if I need to run to the post office, I fortunately work for a company that understands flexibility. They take care of us, allow us to, take that 5 or 10 minutes and go run that errand up the road, and then come back. Take your lunch break whenever you can. The cost savings is so much better working from home because I can save on gas and I don't have to fill up my gas tank that often. So that is also a plus. There's fewer expenses for lunch. I'm not leaving the house. Reduce stress. That's probably a big one for me, at least, because whenever I worked out of the office, the reduced stress is something that benefits me from working from home, because I don't have to stress out about the traffic. I don't have to stress out about, oh my gosh, I'm running late. I'm going to be late to work. I don't have to worry about that. I get up, I shower, I get dressed, I walk across the hall from my bedroom to my office. And it really benefits me. So I have about 30 minutes before I have to leave for my therapy appointment. So I've got some emails that I need to go through and need to check. And then I will get out of my slippers and put my shoes on and head out to my therapy session. I tend to forget that I have my slippers on, and I have left the house several times in my slippers and didn't realize it until I got to the location that I was going to. So I definitely don't want to give my therapist a reason to judge me on my shoe choice. So I also, let me just lift my glasses up, went to the dermatologist last week, and I had a small pre-cancer spot on my face that she burned off. I always recommend seeing a dermatologist if you have a spot that you want to get checked out. I go once a year. I actually go back in September, but because the spot popped up and it wouldn't go away, I kept cleaning my face. I used all the recommendations that she gave me, and it was not going away. It stayed there for about 2.5 weeks. And so I went to the dermatologist, and yeah, she looked at it and said that is a pre-cancer spot. And so she froze it off. So it should heal in the next week or two, I guess. It'll go away. It should not scar or anything. My advice for you today: get your skin checked. Never hurts to just go get a check. I do it annually. Every year she checks my entire body. I suggest the same for you. Yeah, that's my tip for the day. The garbage man just picked up my trash. We switched garbage companies because ours went out of business, and I'm kind of glad because the others were not that great. Like, one time I had to chase them around the neighborhood in my car because they did not pick up my trash, and they said it was because we did not pay, and I had to pull it up on my phone and show her that I paid, like, we pay every quarter, and I showed her that I paid like 2 months prior. And she's like, oh, I always forget to check PayPal. Then why do you have it as an option for us to use? Yeah, so we had a lot of problems with that trash company, and I'm glad that we switched. I'm glad that they switched us because they went out of business, but I'm glad because the new company seems to be on top of things and have it all together. So it's getting close to the time that I need to start getting ready to leave. I have some clothes in the wash that I need to transfer into the dryer real quick. And then I'm going to go ahead and start another load while I'm gone to my appointment. And that way when I get back, I can switch those over. So am at the therapy office, and I got about 9 minutes before my appointment starts, but she's usually a little bit behind, so I probably won't go in for another few minutes. But so obviously I'm not going to film this session, but I will definitely check in with you guys afterwards. So I'm going to go into my session, and I will check in with you guys afterwards. So we are back at home. Therapy was great. If you don't go to therapy, I totally recommend it. I know it's not really their thing, it's not really their style. For years, I'd never really wanted to go, but finally I realized that I needed to. It's just really, honestly, it's just really nice to be able to go and talk to someone, tell them anything that's bothering you, any issues that you're having, even the success stuff. It's really good to talk to somebody and get it all out, and they're going to validate your feelings. That's what I like. So I am pro therapy. Now I'm back at home, and I've got some emails that I got to catch up on. I had some phone calls on the way back to the house, so I have to handle those tasks that my customers asked me to do. I will check back in with you guys later this afternoon. Yeah, today is like not one of my busy days. Not to mention I am going to be off tomorrow and Friday. So I am looking forward to a long weekend. I also, for school, I'm taking accounting this semester, and let me just explain about school. I started when I was 29. I will be 35 next month, and I will graduate this summer. But this accounting class is kicking my tail. It is so difficult. I'm not a math person. I'm only going to school for business, and they are requiring that I take this accounting for managers course, and it is the worst thing in my life that I have ever done. I am having to work in Excel right now, and it is not my friend. I'm good at Excel, but not whenever you start adding all the math functions in there. For all you people who love accounting, I am so glad that we have you, because people like me that don't like accounting, I just want to pass the class and get it over with. Like, I ain't trying to ever do anything with accounting, ever. This is not even basic accounting. It's like accounting cost for managers, and it's terrible. So I am almost to the end of my work day. It is now 4:05. I'm usually done by now, but I need to submit a few more things. And then I can get off my computer and log off and take the rest of the week to just relax and not do anything, because I need it. Mental health awareness. I love you. You know how to make Mama's day, don't you? Come here. She's a good boy. Yeah. Yeah. He's so sweet and he's so loving. He just crawls up in my lap sometimes. Don't you? He makes it so difficult to work. That is a wrap for today's work day. It is now 5:30. Evenings are so laid back, and my husband's actually working late tonight, so I think I'm just going to chill on the sofa with the dogs and watch TV and just relax. Like I said, I'm off tomorrow and Friday, so it's going to be a long weekend for me. And so I'm just going to chill tonight and enjoy my long weekend. But again, thanks for spending the day with me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Most days are slow. It does pick up eventually, but it's starting to get into that springtime. So right now, everything's just slowing down. I'd love to hear how your day went in the comments. Go ahead and just drop me a comment. Let me know if you work from home, what you do, and maybe share some tips on your work from home routine. And again, if you enjoyed this vlog, I hope that you will like the video and subscribe to my channel. See you next time. Bye, guys.